So you are an investor and you own houses, let's say in Detroit, because that's where I'm at and I know Detroit. And you have a trusted property manager that came to you, highly referred to you from me. And the property manager sends you this work order, except it's a text, not in large print. They send you this work order and they say, hey, approval needed. And you read it and you think, this doesn't seem right. What do I do? So I do have a solution for you. And it's not the one I want to give you. I want to tell you another one. I really appreciate you watching my channel. It helps me tremendously. If you like, subscribe, share. It helps my algorithm. It keeps me inspired to make you more quality videos. But let me give you a little bit of the backstory, because the actual owner for this particular work order did the right thing. And I even got to lay my eyes on the whole thing. So I'm excited to share this story with you. But let me give you the quick backstory, and then I'll get into what you should do if you get an absurd work order like this. So I'm Monique Burns. My husband and I have been buying houses in Detroit since 2007. We bought our first house. We built up our portfolio. From 2015 to 2020, we had a property management company, sold that portfolio of management and referred people to different property managers, and found out that other property managers have really different ways of doing things than how we do things. And a lot of the owners lost a lot of their profit. And so right now I am in the process of putting together a course, and my course is called Manage It Yourself, Section 8 Rental Mastery, the Monique Method. And that's what I would prefer you do if you have run into this particular situation, is to buy my course. My course is filled with every practical piece of advice from years of experience of my husband and I doing this for our own properties. And I've been managing for just one owner lately because I wanted to have more. My properties are boring, you guys. They all have Section 8. No drama. They've been there forever. So I started managing for someone else so I could be more relevant and current and have more experience with different housing commissions and things. But definitely look below and get the course outline of what I'm doing in my course. But I want to give you the answer. I told you I'd give you the answer to what should this owner do. Well, we referred this owner to this property manager, not knowing that, well, I don't know what's going on with them. But anyway, so this owner gets this work order, and the heading says approval needed, property address, situation, bathroom floor tile is broken up, bedrooms, front room, and kitchen need to be painted. The paint is coming off. I heard the paint is coming off, and I thought, how long have I had the same paint color in my house and the paint's never come off? How does paint come off? Why are they saying the paint is they didn't say chipped. They didn't say peeling. They didn't say it's old and scuffy. They said it is coming off. I'm like, okay. Cost, bathroom floor, $2,310. Material, $550 to $880. So I'm going to show you, my husband and I did go to this house, and let me just start by talking about the bathroom. So we go into the bathroom, and it is true. It is the original, beautiful, I like it. People, Detroiters don't like it, but it's the beautiful original ceramic tile. And yes, it's seen its day. And so my husband got a couple pictures of it, and he's like, okay, I would not tear it up. There's no reason. We used to have a floor covering business, so we know what we're doing. He's like, I wouldn't tear it up, but I would put a luxury vinyl plank over it. So like the labor is now $2,310. What this owner did right, I skipped this part. They called my husband. So wherever you are, you need somebody else that is advocating for you, that is actually there. And getting this whole thing from the property manager, there were like no periods in it. Like it was all just one long sentence, paint is coming off. I'm like, that sounds like somebody that you hire maybe from a different country who just took the call. Like, what is this? And has some list of prices. Like, does this even match this bathroom? So you don't tear out the vinyl. You don't tear out the ceramic. You would just put a new luxury vinyl plank over it. Materials, it says in the work or in the approval needed. $550 to $880. So I asked my husband, well, what did you recommend? He said, well, in their property management agreement, they have it set up that they don't have to use the property manager for the maintenance. They can call their own person. At that point, I jump in again and I'm like, manage it yourself. You already are. If that's what you're doing, just manage it yourself. So when I said, well, why do you think, to my husband, why do you think they quoted that much in materials and labor? He's like, well, I guarantee you, it's not like they're putting in that luxury, or they're not putting in that really cool looking, I think it's cool looking ceramic again. They're just going to do the same thing, luxury vinyl plank, because that's nice and durable and it's good for bathrooms and stuff. So their $2,310 plus a $550 to $880 price just got knocked down to $450, which is actually, my husband says, kind of on the high end. I don't know what he's actually charging this client. They're a preferred client, but anyway, that's kind of on the high. He's not for hire, if that's what you were thinking. This is like, we feel guilty with these people that we referred them there. So anyway, and then now let's get to the painting part. So I wanted to see this paint coming off. So we get to the house, I'm like, well, which room? And I'm all confused. And the tenant wasn't there. It was just her older kids that were there that all recognized my husband and let him in. Painting should be around $770 to $880 per room. And these rooms are 10 by 10 rooms. But someone had a list somewhere that said that's what painting is. Like, where is painting cost that much? Oh, but then there's also the material cost. You'd think that would include like some fancy schmancy paint. Like, I don't know, what does that paint do? Like a dry erase paint or something? I don't know. No, they added on here materials, $220 to $330. So I asked my husband, okay, painting a 10 by 10 bedroom should not be $800 plus material is what he said. And we would charge around $200 a room. And 2 gallons of paint would cover the whole interior, and a gallon of paint is $28. So you need to know this stuff. If you're an investor and you own houses and you get a quote like this, like, question it. Get somebody else to lay their eyes on it. Do you think anybody at this property management company went there to see the paint coming off? It wasn't coming off. The tenant has been there a long time. She's like 6 years. The paint color is kind of, ugh. There's nothing wrong with it. It was perfectly clean. I'm going to drop pictures in here of that. And she just wanted an upgrade. She wants a fresh new color. So anyway, the rest of this work order, kindly get back to us within 12 business hours to approve or discuss and remit the balance via your portal. Please confirm here upon completion. Please fill out the approval form here. Please don't. Do you know how much money they're making from these out-of-state people that are just acting like a victim? Oh my gosh. Paint in Detroit is like outrageous. No, it's not. So that's my advice. Do it yourself. This owner took it under consideration, talked it over with my husband. The tenant's been there so long, like I said, and she agreed that she would pay for the paint, and then they could hire our guy to paint it so we're sure it is done correctly for the investor. So that's how it came off, like just to work it out. If the tenant wanted an upgrade, that seems fair. So I recommend my course, and there's so much great material. I hope you're looking below at the list of all the stuff that's going to be in my course. And this is my room where I'm going to be making my course. I'm excited. I got to hang my pictures. I got to figure out all the lighting. I've got a fancy microphone. It's all going to be really high quality and exactly what you need. Thanks for watching.